The cameras had long stopped flashing for her. The red carpets were rolled away, the scripts stopped coming, and the world's most talked about woman traded Hollywood lights for royal castles, tabloids, and a crown that never quite fit. For 8 years, Meghan Markle's name belonged to a world that wasn't about acting anymore, it was about surviving the story that surrounded her. But now, against every prediction, she's stepping back into the world that first made her famous. And the question echoing through Hollywood today is simple: why now? The news broke quietly, like all big Hollywood secrets do. A line in a trade sheet, a whisper from a publicist, a sudden spike in Google searches. Meghan Markle joins the cast of close personal friends. Within minutes, social media turned into a battlefield. Was this real? Was she actually returning to acting after nearly a decade of royal exile? According to production insiders, yes. Meghan Markle has signed on for a supporting role in an ensemble film alongside Lily Collins and Brie Larson, two of the biggest names of her generation. And this isn't a documentary or a cameo in some charity short film. It's a real, theatrical feature. 8 years ago, Meghan closed her Hollywood chapter with Suits, a hit show that turned her into a household name and opened the doors that led straight into Buckingham Palace. But fame, as she learned, isn't always freedom. Her royal chapter became one of the most polarizing stories in modern pop culture, part love story, part media war, part cultural reckoning. After the infamous Oprah interview, the Netflix docuseries, and the memoir storm that surrounded Prince Harry, many thought Meghan would never dare to face the camera again. And yet, here she is, quietly signing a Hollywood deal while the world still debates whether she's misunderstood or manipulative. Close Personal Friends is said to be a sharp, dialogue-driven political drama about secrets, ambition, and betrayal, basically everything that has followed Meghan in real life. Sources close to the production claim she'll play a strategic communications advisor, a character described as brilliant, elegant, and underestimated. Sound familiar? For fans, it's art imitating life. For critics, it's a calculated rebrand. Either way, everyone's talking. Behind the scenes, the timing makes sense. The Hollywood actors' strike is over, production pipelines are open again, and studios are desperate for names that can spark conversation. Meghan's name doesn't just spark, it detonates. Every appearance, every move, every outfit becomes global news. So from a marketing perspective, signing her is genius. But from a reputational perspective, it's a gamble. Because Meghan Markle doesn't come without baggage. Some insiders think this comeback is her way of taking control of her story again, away from royal headlines, away from the British tabloids, away from the caricature of the Duchess who couldn't handle the palace. Acting was always the one place where Meghan decided who she was. Before she was a Duchess, she was a working actress, hustling auditions, writing her lifestyle blog, and fighting for every role. Hollywood remembers that version of her, the one who wasn't royal, wasn't controversial, just ambitious. And maybe that's who she wants to be again. Still, not everyone's buying it. Critics online are already calling this the softest rebrand in showbiz. Some royal watchers think the timing is strategic, perfectly lined up with Harry's rumored new documentary deal and the couple's public push to reset their image. Others think it's a sign of quiet desperation. That after the royal drama, the cancelled Spotify deal, and the cooling Netflix buzz, Meghan needs something that's hers again. And what better way to remind the world who you were than by doing the thing that first made them love you? On social media, reactions split instantly. Fans of Suits flooded comments sections with support. They called it poetic, a comeback to her roots, a full-circle moment. But royal loyalists weren't as kind. They mocked the announcement, claiming Hollywood was scraping the barrel and predicting the film would flop before it even starts shooting. One tweet went viral with the caption, "From Duchess to Drama Queen, the sequel nobody asked for." Brutal. But also, deeply internet. Meanwhile, industry experts are treating this as a test case. Can someone as polarizing as Meghan Markle rebuild a Hollywood career in a post-cancel culture world? If she pulls it off, it could be a blueprint for how controversial figures re-enter the mainstream. If she fails, it'll be another headline in a long list of royal misfires. Either way, people are going to watch not because they care about the film, but because they care about the person inside it. Behind closed doors, the film's director reportedly told Variety that Meghan brings depth, discipline, and a rare kind of charisma to the set. That may sound like PR talk, but those who've worked with her before say she's genuinely professional, meticulous, prepared, and deeply involved in every creative choice. In an industry obsessed with reinvention, that could work in her favor. Because for all the drama, Meghan Markle has never stopped being interesting. And interest sells. Whether you love her, hate her, or just can't stop scrolling, she's one of the few modern celebrities who turned her entire life into a global narrative. Now she's rewriting that narrative one more time, but this time, on her own terms. No royal advisors. No palace press office. Just a woman, a script, and a camera. It's easy to forget that before the scandals, Meghan's rise was the kind of Hollywood story people used to root for. A biracial actress breaking through in a conservative industry, using her platform to speak on equality, working her way up from briefcases on Deal or No Deal to global fame. Then came the fairy tale wedding, the royal fallout, and the global culture war that followed. It's almost Shakespearean, a story of love, ambition, betrayal, and exile. Now, her return to Hollywood feels like the third act. The question is, will it end in redemption or repeat itself as tragedy? The set of close personal friends is locked down tight, no leaks, no photos, no script pages, but insiders claim filming starts in early December. That gives tabloids about 3 weeks to build an entire universe of speculation. Who convinced her to return? How much is she getting paid? Did Harry approve the script? Will she walk the red carpet again? And of course, the biggest question of all, will the audience forgive her enough to watch? Hollywood loves a comeback. It forgave Robert Downey Jr., welcomed Lindsay Lohan, and even turned Britney's struggle into a redemption arc. The industry doesn't hate a scandal, it just hates a bad narrative. If Meghan can control hers this time, she could rewrite how the world sees her. But if old wounds reopen, this comeback could become another cautionary tale about fame, freedom, and the price of both. Some say she's chasing relevance. Others say she's chasing peace. Maybe she's chasing neither. Maybe she's just doing what she always did, performing. Because at the end of the day, whether she's on a set or in a palace, the world's been watching her perform for years. The only difference now is that she finally gets to choose the script. And as the lights go up and the cameras roll, Meghan Markle walks onto a Hollywood set for the first time in nearly a decade. Not as a Duchess. Not as a headline. But as an actress, once again ready to face the one audience she never could escape, all of us.